Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to today's second video. We're going to have a look at the weather for 10 to 14 days for today's second video. Day 10 will take us to the 26th of October. We'll be able to extend out beyond that with the GFS and Ensembles. Maybe we'll try in a couple of weeks. We'll have a look at the CFS Weeklies at the end of the video for the next 4 weeks. So that gets us well into the early part of November. I shall get on that for you in a moment. Just to say that first, the video release day was our 6 AM UK weather forecast. So if you could please like, share and subscribe on all of today's videos and content. Thank you so much everybody for doing that. I'm very sorry that I'm running late. I'm very, very late with day 10 to 14 down. I've been having a pre-birthday luncheon with a couple of friends, Carol and Rita, a couple of my late mum's friends, actually. Very, very nice lunch we had at the local garden centre. So, had a lovely chat. And because of that, as I say, I'm running late, so very, very sorry about that. But if you can't run late on your birthday eve, when can you? So, I'll get all your 10 to 14 down in a sec. Just say, but tomorrow, it is my birthday, as I've been saying. So, we will have a 6 AM forecast tomorrow, and the EC 30 day for Europe will be released, so it's a European Outlook. The 10 to 14 day will be live streamed at 5 PM. So I'm going to have a birthday stream. If you're around the channel, please check in on my birthday and commiserate with me for being another year old. and as I say, in that birthday stream, we'll live stream the 10 to 14 day. So that's the plan for tomorrow. Now, before I do anything else, just going to say hello to Joe. Hello, Joe. New viewer at GavsWeatherVids. Long-term viewer Dean has told his brother Joe about GavsWeatherVids, and I think Joe's been watching some of our vids, and hopefully Joe's been enjoying the content. So thank you so much to new viewer Joe. Thank you so much to all of our new viewers and subscribers, followers, etc, etc, etc. Thank you so much for all of the support. Everyone has said we've just gone past 17,000 subscribers. We're on the grind now to 18k. So don't forget to tell your friends and family about GavsWeatherVids and get them to subscribe to our channel. And thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. Right, okay. So let's crack on with your very late 10 to 14 day. Now, I'm going to start here at the UK Met. So they released this morning, got another named storm. Hashtag Storm Babet, I don't know, has been named by the Met Office and is forecast to bring impactful heavy rain to the UK from Wednesday this week. Strong winds will accompany the storm. Stay hashtag weather aware. Let's have a quick look at Babet, shall we? What a strange name that is. I don't know. Where they got that from, Babet? Anyway, reminds me a bit of Babel from Mumford & Sons. Anyway, there's Babet. So off the coast of Portugal, that's going to be pushing northwards tomorrow, and then on into Wednesday, it arrives, brings lots of heavy rain with it through Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday as well. So there will be plenty of wet weather coming in with Storm Babet. Not sure the winds look overly impactful, but I suppose they will be pretty gusty. But I think this is mainly a rain event that the Met are concerned about here. And so we'll see. You know, hopefully there won't be any flooding or anything, but it does look as though that's going to be bringing a lot of heavy rain with it from Wednesday through to Friday. Hold on. I'm sorry once again, everybody. Also, that will bring a lot of heavy rain with it from Wednesday through to Friday. So, of course, we'll keep you updated on that, particularly within the 6 AM UK weather forecast. Right, this is what's going on in Tropical Atlantic. Got a yellow X, so that's disturbance with a 30% chance of cyclone formation in the next 2 days and a 70% chance of cyclone formation in the next 7 days. That's our next one to watch. Surging temperature continuing to reduce. We're now sitting at 14.1, 3.5 degrees above 61.99 average. That's provisional to yesterday, to the 15th of October. That will continue to come down over the next day or two. These are the GFS upper air temperature and precipitation ensembles. Next couple of weeks, red line is the 30-year upper air temperature average for Birmingham, starting off below average at the moment. Upper air temperatures will be lifting up though as we go into the middle and second half of the week, associated with Storm Babet. That'll be bringing warmth up with it off the coast of Portugal. Then into the weekend, the coming weekend, get another drop in the upper air temperatures, may start to become quite cool or even quite cold then. And then after that, we hover pretty close to the long-term 30-year average as we go through the final week or so of October. Perhaps more impactful than, just pull this up, perhaps a little bit more impactful than the temperature anomalies, though, or the temperature upper air temperatures, is precipitation. So a couple of more dry days to come, but from the middle of the week onwards, lots of heavy rain heading our way, and through the last week of October also looking quite unsettled as well. So it does look as though we could be in for a little bit of a deluge as we're going through the final couple of weeks of October. Temperature anomalies from the 16th to 24th of October will be coming out. What's wrong with my highlighter? Temperature anomalies from the 16th to 24th of October will be coming out about average, a little bit below in the north, near normal further south. And precipitation anomalies, 16th to 24th of October, average or western average for southern and eastern regions, driving down to show in the far northwest. Latest Windflow Map from knowlschool.net shows that we've got Babet down here off the coast of Portugal. That will be pushing our way through the middle part of the week, but for the time being, we're actually under an area of high pressure. That high pressure will be removed by Storm Babet as we go into the middle part of the week. Right, let's go through the chart data then. Miss Latest you can make your run is looking for midnight on Thursday. The low pressure associated with Storm Babet moving in across the country, so this is going to be Babet just here with various secondary low rotating around the with the main low, so lots of daughter lows rotating around the parent low. And so bouts of rain will be pushing in from the south and from the southwest. Now, as we go into the end of the week and weekend, then the low pressure sinks southwards and high pressure over Scandinavia starts to pull the wind back into the east. So into the weekend, we start bringing in drier but also colder air from the east. Not going to be a beach from the east, but certainly we'll have a chill to it with those easty winds over the weekend. By the beginning of next week, that side of Scandinavian High losing its influence and low pressure then starting to develop out in the Atlantic once again, perhaps. I can't, again, with these areas of low pressure pushing northeastwards across the country, bring bouts of heavy rain with them at the end of the week. Into the weekend, we've got the big Scandinavian High taking over, low pressure sinking into France, winds turning into a direct easterly, so we have proper easterly winds going on then over the weekend. They'll have a chill to them too. Now, at the beginning of next week, see the Scandinavian High losing its influence, and again we have these areas of low pressure begin to develop out in the Atlantic. Perhaps a suggestion next week, but we'll replace the easterlies with westerlies, but will still be unsettled. The GFS midnight run, once more showing Storm Babet pushing northeastwards across the country through the middle of next week. And then the low pressure sinks down into France with high pressure taking over across Scandinavia. That brings the wind into an easterly. That easterly will have a proper old chill to it. So quite a chilly weekend coming up. Will be a little bit drier though, probably. Into the beginning of next week, then the areas of low pressure start gathering in the Atlantic and they begin pushing in through the course of next week. So we replace by the east winds with westerly winds next week, but it will still be unsettled. In fact, going very unsettled then through to month's end with lots of low pressure areas coming in from off the Atlantic. So it does look like it could be a little bit of a deluge that we've got here into the last week or so of October. But that's as far as we get to with the GFS today. Gets to the 3rd of November, actually. I've got another deep low just to our south and southwest then. The GFS 6 then, all much of a muchness through the rest of this week with further areas of low pressure associated with Babet. Then into the weekend, below sinks south into France. High pressure takes over across Scandinavia. That pulls the wind in to that chilly easterly. for a couple of days. And then early next week, low pressure starts moving back in from off the Atlantic again. So increasingly unsettled next week with showers and/or longer spells of rain, quite cool as well, with winds in from the north. So remain unsettled really as we go through the extended range. So look, as we get to the end of the GFS 6Z run, high pressure back in over Scandinavia there, winds coming back in from the east, so turning drier, but could be a bit chilly with those easterly winds. If you enjoyed the video, please can you like, share, subscribe. Thank you so much everybody for getting out. Why don't drop a comment, let us know what you think about this and all our videos. Don't forget to tell friends about GavsWeatherVids. We're on the grind to 18k now. Thank you so much everybody for getting us this far. Right, GM again with low pressure dominating the weather through the end of the week. Then the low pressure moves away to our south. Winds turn into an easterly over the weekend. And then so sorry everybody once again. Then on into next week, more low pressure driving in from the Atlantic this time. So a wet and windy later this week, and then drier but colder weekend, wet and windy again next week. And then the ECM do have rounds and all our further areas of low pressure associated with Babet through the middle to second half of next week, bringing bouts of rain with them as well. Low pressure is sticking around the country next weekend, so not as much of an easterly wind actually with the ECM, but probably more unsettled at the weekend. Further wet weather to come. And then next week we've got the areas of low pressure driving back in from off the Atlantic once more, so all looking very unsettled. Lots of heavy rain to come in the next week to 10 days there. This is a precipitation forecast based on the ECM run from Temmeteo.com. So initially we're dry, but the wet weather will start to gather by Wednesday with lots of heavy rain piling up from the south from Wednesday onwards. Showers and/or longer spells of rain continuing, so sorry once more, continuing into the end of the week. Lots and lots of wet weather on those easterly winds rotating around the area. Low pressure. Remember, upwards aren't quite as unsettled as that for the coming weekend. A lot of the model output is actually drier but colder for the coming weekend. And then into next week, well, further bouts of rain are piling in from off the Atlantic, so spells of rain continuing there. These are the options on the table within the ECM Ensembles today for day 10. Gets us to 26th of October. 18 members, the ECM Ensembles, including the controlled operation run with low pressure to west of the country, so back looking unsettled. 12 with deep low pressure over the top of the country and in the Atlantic. Plenty of rain to come with that. Another 12 with high pressure blocking from Greenland towards Scandinavia, and low pressure is underneath it. That will bring the wettest weather into the south, probably more of an easterly influence with that one. And then 9 again with deep low pressure over the top of the country in 2 weeks' time. These are the options that we've got. It will get us to the 31st of October, Halloween. 18 members of the ECM Ensembles with high pressure blocking around Greenland, Iceland. Low pressure is to our east and south. That's going to be pulling in quite a chilly northeasterly there. We've got 12 with high pressure ridging up from the southwest. That will bring more and more dry weather with it. 11 with low pressure across the north and west Europe. That's going to be very unsettled. And then 10 here again, looking very, very unsettled with low pressure over top of the country. I have to say, it looks like a pretty cool and wet outlook right the way to the end of October there. CFS Weeklies finally, these are 500 millibar high times breaking down into week periods. The first week period takes from the 16th to 22nd of October. This next week we'll have high pressure to the north, low pressure will be to the south, winds will be coming in from an easterly direction back. Remember, the low pressure associated with Babet will eventually start pushing up from the south. Then we go over to week 2, which is the 23rd to 29th of October. High pressure is over Scandinavia. Winds are coming in from an east or a northeast direction. That should bring drier weather with it, but could be a bit on the chilly side. Week 3 is going to be the 30th of October, 5th of November. High pressure blocking to the north and to the northeast. Low pressure is over Germany, Italy, etc. That could bring the wind in from quite a cold east or northeasterly there. into the start of November. And week 4 rounds it all off. Very interesting charts today with the CFS 6th to the 12th of November. Again, we see high pressure to our north, centred around Svalbard. And winds again could well be coming from like an east-northeast direction. Low pressure through here. Could we be setting up a cold November? I don't know. Remember, shorter range model output looks much more unsettled than these charts are implying for the final week or so of October, though. So how seriously we take this CFS run, I'm not sure. But that's what it showed today. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, please can you like, share, and subscribe. Show me if you're doing that. Why not drop a comment? Let us know what you think about this and all of our videos. And don't forget to tell your friends about GavsWeatherVids. We thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. Right, I shall just tell you what's happening tomorrow. So it's going to be my birthday. Have I mentioned it? Which means that I'll be live streaming, doing a birthday live. Combined with the 10 to 14 day at 5 PM. And so before then, though, we'll have a 6 AM UK weather forecast. And if that wasn't enough, it will be the EC30 day extended forecast for Europe as well. Oh, by the way, on Wednesday, we normally do like 10 to 14 day live on a Wednesday. Because we're going to do that tomorrow, you know, won't do 2 days running. So Wednesday 10 to 14 day will just be a regular upload. No Wednesday live stream means I reckon we might do another little premiere for the 3rd Christmas sneaky peeking on Wednesday evening at 7 PM. How does that sound? So live tomorrow, premiere for the 3rd sneaky peeky for Christmas on Wednesday. So lots going on the channel. Please keep checking back for more. For this video and for today's videos, that's all for now. I'm so sorry it was so late turning up today. And yeah, I shall see you tomorrow. If you're around the channel around 5 PM tomorrow, then I'll be live and I'll see you then on Gav's birthday, 46 years old. Goodness gracious me. I never thought I'd be this old. You can commiserate with me tomorrow. Anyway, that's it for today's vids. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great rest of your Monday, and bye for now.